Good afternoon, IL community. It's your boy Il, the inspirational black man, and I'm here to share a video with y'all today. I really wasn't gonna make this video. This happened about 4, maybe 5 months ago. I'm not very a controversial type person, so I was trying to avoid this video, but yeah, one of my favorite YouTubers, I think his name is Louis Rousman. He always talks about, right to repair and how these, industries or how these companies bully us into their, terms and conditions or whatever. But, so number one, let me start by saying, 2023, everyone can agree that the phone of the year was the Samsung S23 Ultra. It had the 10 times zoom camera. It had the killer battery life. I mean, just amazing. I think I charge this thing maybe every 4 days or whatever. I don't do heavy use with it anymore. I used to until the situation with Samsung happened. But like I said, I can't lie how much as much bias as I do have against Samsung right now. I will agree that the S23 Ultra was the phone of the year in 2023. So here's what happened. So years ago, about 2017, I think it was, I've had every iPhone from 07 up till 2017. I've had every iPhone. Every year I would get a new one just because I could, and at that time I kind of realized that I was in love with Apple, but not really the iPhone. So I had started, looking around or whatever, and I got a really good deal on a Note 9. I think I paid about $75 for a Note 9. It was like really, really good price. And I fell in love with it. The SD card support, had the headphone jack. The customization was unreal coming from iPhone. You could change your wallpaper, but that was about it. I mean, on the Samsung, well, actually, it was the whole Android. I didn't know that Android and One UI were two different entities at that time. I was just new to it. I just thought it was an Android thing, but some features in One UI that are not in stock Android kind of like just blew my mind or whatever. So anyways, I had the Note 9. It kind of pulled me away from the Apple ecosystem. First time ever, well, I don't say ever, but since 2007, I actually was able to use an SD card in my phone. No issues with that. I can put movies, download music, just anything I wanted on the SD card. I have seen in the past when people have cloud services where you have poor reception, you can't get access to your cloud files. It's just, it can be a mess at times, but so the Note 10 had been announced or whatever, and they still had SD support. If I recall, the earphone jack was on there, and I don't remember I have to look back at that, but it did still have room for the SD card. And so I had said, I like the Note 10 Ultra, the Plus, or whatever it's called. It had the Aura Glow, looked like the back of a CD, had some cool colors, but some of the features that rolled over from the Note 9 was on a 10. I think the only thing they took off was I think they had like this blood pressure monitor on the back of the phone, or heart rate monitor. You can see how many beats per second your heart was going. Had like a little sensor on the back of it. I think it had FR, where you could IR, infrared, whatever. You can like use it for remote and all that stuff. I think they removed that for the Note 10, but still the big features that pulled me away from the Apple ecosystem was still there. So I loved my Note 10 until I started having connection issues because the world had went 5G and it wasn't a 5G version. And some of the apps, like my home monitoring app, would take forever to load on 4G or whatever. And that whole upgrade from 4G to 5G, I'm going to save that video for another day, my opinion on that stuff. But anyways, so fast forward, the Note 10 came out. I had the Note 10 for years. Then I had an opportunity to get my hands on a Samsung Fold 3. So I got the Fold 3, took it home, set it up, and when I opened it, the screen was like so beautiful for not being glass. It was just, I was so blown away about the size of the screen, the quality of the screen. I loved it. But on the outer screen, when you would close it, it would do this crazy little flash every time you would close the phone. And I was like, it doesn't bother me too much. And then it started doing it like whenever my phone was closed and I would get a notification, it would start doing it again. Like it would just like flash, flash, flash. I have a video of it out overlaid over this or whatever. So I was gonna send it in, then I didn't feel like dropping it off at FedEx or UPS, whatever, to send it in. So I kind of canceled the service. Then over time, it started getting worse. So I reached out to Samsung again. They said, yeah, it's gonna be a free repair, so just send it in. So I broke down, took it to UPS, dropped it off. So it was gone for about a day and a half, and then ended up being this email stating that, there has been an update to your Samsung repair. I logged in and it said, okay, this repair is not free. It looks like it's going to be, I think it was like $512 to repair it. And I was like, I didn't even pay this much for this phone, so I'm not even going to go this route. So I said, just send it back to me in the condition that I sent it to you in. If it's, the star of the show was the inside screen, and I was on the inside screen, I would say 95% of the time anyway. So I was like, just send it back. I'll just deal with the flash, and I'll just keep the screen down at night so it wouldn't wake me up when I'm sleeping or whatever. So then I started getting these calls and emails about, I can trade in my Fold 3 and I could get an S23 Ultra at they were offering me like $700 off or something. I was like, no, I already have that phone. Why would I want another one? I want my Fold. Just send it back to me in the condition I sent it to you in. So get the phone back, and I opened it up, and now the inside screen's all like jacked up. So I contacted them, and they were like, no, this is how the phone came to us. And we received it in this condition and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, there's no way I have photos and videos when I boxed it up. I also left a note on this showing you telling you what was wrong with the outer screen. I think I even mentioned that the inner screen was fine, if I recall. So they kept on trying to say, you can trade in, we can give you this off of a Fold 4. And I was like, no, just send me my phone back. I don't have the money to be spending right now on repairs, and I don't want to buy a new device. Just send it back. So like I said, when I received it, the inner screen was all messed up. So I contacted them. They swear up and down that's how the phone was. So I contacted, I was just Googling Samsung CEO. So I found this email address, or this little, it wasn't an email address, it was just a little email portal, I guess. You can just put in your name, information, what's going on. You can send off to Samsung. So this lady, I'm not going to say any names because I don't know what's allowed on YouTube anymore, because people will just start flagging videos for no reason, whatever. But anyway, the lady was like, thank you for being a customer, blah, 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 blah. In our terms and conditions, it states that consumers are responsible for all repairs to these devices, blah, 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 blah. So I emailed back and I was like, hey, so we are responsible for damages we didn't do. And I kept on getting this generic response back saying, you were responsible for all repairs to the devices, blah, 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 blah. So I'm responsible for something I didn't even do. They kept on sending me this generic response. So I would 3 or 4 times a day, I would go back to that portal and say, hey, y'all need to fix my phone. This is not right. It's not fair. This poor customer service, blah, 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 blah. And then the lady just said, we have video that when we opened the box, it was like that. I was, well, show me the video. I can show you my video that it was not like that when I sent it in. So this went on for about 2 weeks. I'm just emailing him 3 or 4 times a day. Like, look, this is not right. This is poor customer service. I've been a Samsung fan for years. I have TVs. I have multiple phones. I had an S9 when I bought the Note 9. The S9 and Note 9. I had the 10. I just had numerous amounts of Samsung devices, even like hard drives and all kind of stuff, But she was like, no, because you're responsible for all repairs to the phones. I said, well, show me where it says that I'm responsible for repairs that I did not do. I mean, you guys at the service center did this, So she kept sending back saying that you're responsible for it. You just all these generic responses or whatever. So I reached out to the Better Business Bureau and they got involved. And I'm not sure exactly what happened after that. But the lady sent another generic response one more time, and then I was just eventually got fed up. And I was like, you know what, ma'am? Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about fixing my phone that you guys broke. And I was like, I hope misfortune follows your family for the rest of your life, because what you're doing is bullshit. You could basically be calling me a liar. You won't accept my videos and photos showing that this phone was not in that condition. So then I get an email back, oh, thanks for being a Samsung customer. We will do you a one-time courtesy of repairing your phone this one time, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? That's bullshit. So at the end of the day, I said I would never, ever, ever, ever buy another Samsung device. And that's why I'm jumping ship to Sony. So like I said, I didn't want to make this video. It's out now. So I just wanted to, clear my chest on that. So that's it. Welcome home, Sony.